The anime just debuted the most powerful Shikigami in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, the 10 Shadows ultimate weapon, and the trump card of the Zenin clan. 8-handled sword, Divergent Scylla, Divine General Mahoraga. Today, for no other reason than Mahoraga looks a little bit like Rika, I wanted to do a video on if Yuta could actually take down the Divine General. This video will contain a few spoilers for later events in the manga just to give us a better look at Mahoraga's insane ability to adapt to his opponents. This video will feature two different rounds. The first round will be Mahoraga when Megami summons him, and the second will be when Mahoraga is summoned by a more powerful 10 Shadows user. Before we begin, be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Jujutsu Kaisen matchups like this one. First, I want to go over Mahoraga's adaptation before actually covering his strength, because this is likely a better asset for him than his strength when put against a combatant on the level of Yuta Okkotsu. As Sukuna describes it during their first encounter, Mahoraga's ability is to adapt to any and all phenomena, kind of like a late throw in rock paper scissors. This interpretation of the adaptation is a bit generous to Mahoraga, and is not so simple as literally adapting to any and all phenomena. The late throw in rock paper scissors is accurate though. As Sukuna says later in the manga, Mahoraga's adaptation process slowly starts analyzing once it receives an initial attack, and is complete after a certain amount of time. During that process, if it receives additional attacks, the completion time is sped up. Not only does it ensure adaptation of the first Jujutsu, but the analysis doesn't stop and the adaptation continues. Basically, Mahoraga can continue to adapt if you allow him to adapt to your first attack, and since that's the case, ending it in one blow is the only way to really get rid of this thing. We do know for certain curse techniques, and specifically the more complicated ones, it takes Mahoraga multiple spins of the wheel in order to adapt. Assuming we saw all the clicks, it took Mahoraga 2 wheel spins to adapt to Unlimited Void, 4 wheel spins to adapt to Infinity, and 5 to gain the Mega Space Slash for Infinity. For Sukuna's moves, it took 1 attack and 1 spin to adapt to Dismantle, and then 1 additional spin to adapt to slashing attacks in general. There's a bit of confusion, admittedly on my end, for what exactly adapting means for Mahoraga, because even after adapting to both Dismantle and Cleave, Mahoraga was still damaged by the slashes Sukuna launched at him. And even though he was adapted to Blue, Red, another application of the Limitless, was able to damage him, and so was Purple. I will say it's possible Mahoraga didn't adapt to Dismantle on the first strike and simply only gained the ability to see the slashes, but that still doesn't explain why he was getting cut to pieces inside of Malevolent Shrine. From this, it doesn't seem like Mahoraga can adapt to Cursed Energy itself, but rather it can adapt to the specific applications of a Cursed Energy, or if Mahoraga can adapt to Cursed Energy, it would just take like 50 spins or something ridiculous. I can't say, but both times Mahoraga was taken out, it was by Cursed Energy. Beyond this, Mahoraga has a sword imbued with positive energy, and an extreme amount of it at that. Sukuna specifically mentions that if he was a cursed spirit when Mahoraga hit him, he would be a goner. So that means a cursed spirit that is 15 finger Sukuna level would get one shot by this blade, because positive energy is just that much of a negation to them. Keep all of this stuff in mind when we're going over how Mahoraga will interact with Yuta later on. For now, let's switch gears to Yuta and talk about what he has that can actually deal with this Shikigami. Funnily enough, Yuta has a fairly good statement going for him in terms of power here. Yuta seems to think that both him and Rika would be quote unquote effective against Mahoraga and Agito in order to help out Gojo. The people around watching don't seem to disagree that he could handle the Shikigami, but more so just tell him that he can't help Gojo because Gojo is Gojo. In fact, Yuji even thinks that Yuta going out would be a good idea, but I don't want to use Yuji's vouch for this, if not for the sole fact that he's much less experienced and much weaker than these guys. Beyond that though, Yuta and Rika are super tough. One way to look at what Yuta did in Sendai Colony is like this. Yuta took out 4 special grade opponents in just a little over 5 minutes. That simple perspective shift makes Yuta seem way stronger, and it's not like it's an absurd way to look at things. Ryu had the highest cursed energy output of all the Culling Games players. Uro is from the Heian era, the golden age of Jujutsu sorcery. the cockroach is a special grade curse, and Druve got one shot, but he was still pretty strong. Yuta dealt with all these guys and displayed pretty good battle IQ while doing so as well. As soon as the domains broke, Yuta noticed the cockroach was a bad opponent for Uro and basically alley-ooped her into the cockroach's hands, which caused her to lose her arm and eventually be defeated. Yuta also just blatantly swaps hands with Ryu, which is a feat itself, so he's definitely got it on the power side. Because you have to keep in mind as well, Yuta is not fighting to unalive these guys, he's fighting for points, so anything that would be super lethal, he has to hold back. This is going to be speculation purely, but Yuta has 6 different curse tools inside of Rika. A mace, a katana, 2 other blades, a chain, and a sickle. I don't imagine Yuta is running around with any curse tool less than special grade. So he used a curse tool with an effect so worthless, Gege didn't even feel the need to mention its effect, as opposed to any of the blades with him. Again, speculation, but it can't be ignored, Yuta wasn't trying to unalive these guys. As far as Mahoraga's strength is concerned, specifically when Megumi summons him in Shibuya, there's a key detail that's important when talking about his power, and that's the disclosure amp that sorcerers get when explaining their curse technique to an opponent. Megumi explains almost everything about the 10 Shadows technique to Haruto before summoning Mahoraga, although I suppose you could say it's unclear what this specifically does, but I think the only way to make the 10 Shadows more effective, which is what the disclosure amp does, would be to make the Shikigami stronger. It's also the only time of all Mahoraga summonings that all the Shikigami come out to greet him. I want to make it pretty clear though that this Mahoraga is not comparable to 15 Finger Sukuna in either power or speed. Speed is much more easy to debunk, but not a lot of people think that anyway. I mean, Sukuna reacts to every single attack Mahoraga throws at him. The only reason Sukuna was sent flying by his other hit is because he was caught off guard when instead of putting positive energy into it, Mahoraga enhanced it with cursed energy. Sukuna even says that Mahoraga might have been able to beat his 3-fingered Heartless form. And if that's even a question and Sukuna doesn't think he could beat him for sure back then, there's no way he's on 15 Finger Sukuna's level. This is why I said earlier that Mahoraga's strength isn't going to be his best factor against Yuta, and that it would be his adaptation instead. One thing that could potentially present a giant problem for Yuta and Rika, more specifically Rika here, is Mahoraga's ability to one-shot 15 Finger Sukuna level curses. Rika's really only saving grace here is potentially having too much curse energy to be one-shot. We know that Sukuna at full power has twice Yuta's curse energy, maybe even more than that according to Yuta himself. The only real way I can see Rika not getting one shot here is if Yuta was only talking about his own cursed energy pool and not including Rika's. This would be impressive for Sukuna since Yuta himself is still known as having an extremely large amount of cursed energy. This is noted when Yuji's fighting him and by Ryu in the Sendai colony, but it would exclude Rika and leave it ambiguous as to if she has more cursed energy than Sukuna, because we already know she has more than Yuta. I'll put it like this: if Rika is included in Yuta's statement about his cursed energy, then Mahoraga would likely one-shot Rika. But if it's not the case, then an argument could be made about the amount of positive energy Mahoraga would have to generate to one-shot a curse with that much cursed energy. The only 2 things Mahoraga has been taken out by in the series are a purple and Sukuna's fire arrow. Both things that Yuta has no hope of me scaling him to. What does that mean? It means more than likely Yuta is going to need multiple attempts to actually put the Shikigami down. My immediate thought is a love blast with Rika similar to the ones he used on Ryu and Geto's Maximum Uzumaki. The only issue with this is saying that it would one-shot this version of Mahoraga. If you don't one-shot Mahoraga, then you get stuck because attacks that should be fatal on him aren't fatal. See here when Sukuna cuts literally completely go through Mahoraga's torso, and Mahoraga limps a little bit before healing and adapting. The issue could also work in Yuta's favor though, since like I said, Mahoraga adapting to cursed energy itself probably isn't very likely, given how we've seen it interact thus far, so it could put Yuta in a position where he can buy time by constantly damaging it with this, or maybe he'll have to shoot more than one to actually destroy the entire body. This runs us into our next issue. Of course, Yuta isn't running out of cursed energy, but it is possible he can run out of time to use Rika and thus can't shoot out giant blasts of cursed energy. The manga makes it very clear that Yuta can only do that when he is connected to Rika through his ring. I got just a little ahead of myself there. Let's walk it back to Yuta using curse techniques on Mahoraga and how that would go. Yuta at this current point in the story is known to have copied at least 3 curse techniques: curse speech, sky manipulation, and Drew Shikigami. We also know he has access to tons of curse tools, but a lot of them we don't even know what they do, so I'm not going to mention them. Copy isn't really going to do much here, since Yuta won't have access to Megami's body to just copy the 10 shadows, if that's even possible. Out of all these techniques, curse speech is probably going to be the most effective against Mahoraga, because due to the power difference, Yuta should be able to say what he wants to Mahoraga and make him obey the command without too much strain on his throat. With that being said, I want you guys' opinion on this one. What if Yuta just told Mahoraga, stop adapting? Would it adapt to that, or would it be unable to adapt to anything else? I don't know. I think realistically Yuta wouldn't do that, but it's pretty funny to think about because, at least in my opinion, that just has to work. Drew Shikigami are probably going to be the least effective here. They only give Uro small cuts and don't look like they are very useful for one-shotting. Sky manipulation might end up backfiring in the same way that Infinity did, where Mahoraga learns how to split the sky or something insane like that. With all that being said, I think it's pretty likely that Yuta will be dwindled down to only shooting cursed energy blast at Mahoraga in an attempt to destroy his entire body. But like I said, it's a bit hard to say whether or not this would do anything too major to the Shikigami. One question here would be something like, do you think Yuta could one-shot 3-Finger Sukuna? But this is also pretty unclear. 3-Finger Sukuna doesn't take any attack that would give us a hint about his durability. Honestly, given how Mahoraga attacks with the positive energy sword, if Yuta starts with Rika out, she's likely just going to get one shot and finished off, even despite all her power. I will say though that Gojo mentions a curse like Rika is impossible to exercise. Like, Ryu hit Rika with a punch so hard that it was too much for her even when fully manifested, but she wasn't exercised. So it's possible even flooding Rika with the positive energy wouldn't exercise her, and she might just be put out of commission. When/if that happens, Yuta is at a complete disadvantage because he can't shoot blasts of cursed energy and he can't use any of his curse techniques. Since he can't use curse techniques, he also can't manifest a domain, which I guess we'll get into next. So let's just imagine Rika doesn't get one shot and Yuta is able to pull off a domain. It wouldn't really matter because that just boosts the effectiveness of your attacks. The stat amp won't matter because that was never Yuta's issue in the first place when it came to this battle. If anything, the presence of a sure hit would only help Mahoraga as it needs attacks to land to further its analyzation and speed up its adaptation. So while Yuta is definitely stronger than Mahoraga and could bully it fairly easily, the more it adapts its attacks, the less and less of a chance Yuta has until every card is removed from his deck and he can no longer fight. I'll say if you do think Yuta can win, his Cursed Energy Blasts are definitely the best chance he has of doing so. It's just hard to determine the potency of the blast and if they could actually one-shot Mahoraga. Now, let's move on to Sukuna Mahoraga, and as you could probably tell, this isn't going to get better for Yuta. To get back to the statement of Yuta thinking he would be effective against Agito and Mahoraga, I have to say that I disagree with him and he's wrong. Taking a look at the end of JJK chapter 234, after Mahoraga throws his world-cutting slash and Agito punches Gojo in the back of his head, Gojo says that Agito isn't able to keep up like the rest of everyone else there. Meaning him, Mahoraga, and Sukuna are all the ones who are able to keep up. Considering Gojo with his domain gone, brain fried, one arm, infinity adapted to, and low RCT output was still stronger than Hikari and Yuta, I have to say that Mahoraga being able to keep up in that fight safely puts him as stronger than Yuta. Even afterwards, Mahoraga is able to consistently block hits from Gojo. I mean, also, if you look at Yuta's wording as well, it doesn't even really imply that he could beat them. He's just saying he'd be effective against Mahoraga, which, to be fair, that's probably true. It's not like he has to throw his entire arsenal at Mahoraga. He just has to hold him off long enough that Gojo and Sukuna can finish their fight. Just to mention as well, Yuta's ability to output positive energy means nothing here. There is this widespread misconception that Shikigami are made of cursed energy, and that's just simply not the case, especially for the 10 shadows, and a great example is the round deer that uses reverse curse technique. If a curse were to use positive energy, it would immediately be exorcised. So yeah, Yuta loses to the curse technique that's supposed to rival and counter the limitless narratively. Of course he does.